Can classified laws that we don't know anything about upend democracy in the United States and turn Trump into a dictator? Check it out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Here in California, listening to KPFK. Hey, Gregory, what's up?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for grabbing my call. I had a quick question. Since the election's already happened, right, it's basically in the can, even though this overturn, he's trying to do it. If we were to go to war with Iran, is there anything in the law, like a loophole or something, where you know who could say, I'm not leaving because we're at war? Had he done it prior to the election, that would be a different story, right? But since the election's happened, and I think it will, he's not going to succeed, you know what I'm saying? If we do go to war, wouldn't he still have to go? Leave the office?
In terms of all the publicly available laws and the Constitution, no, there's no provision that would allow that. However, there have been laws passed that are classified. Literally, there is law in place that you and I are not allowed to look at that defines what happens during a time of severe national crisis. These laws were originally written on the presumption that there had been like a nuclear exchange with the Soviet Union or something like that. And nobody's really sure. I've read conflicting reports over the years, but there are folks who are asserting that suspending elections and basically ending democracy in the United States is among the powers that the president has during a time of national crisis. I can't back that up, and I don't know anybody who can. And it's a very, very dangerous place for us all to be going.
Yeah. That's a scary scenario. Very scary.
But if anybody would know about this, it would be Donald Trump. And I don't think he's done pulling cards out of his sleeve here yet.
I agree with you on that.
So we'll see. I mean, I think that if... Yeah, exactly. I think that if after tomorrow's January 6th, tomorrow's the day that they're going to count the votes, the Electoral College votes. He's going to try and blow that up. Each state that objects apparently gets 2 hours of debate, which will actually take about 4 hours. So if you get 4 or 5 states objecting, or a senator or member of the House from each of 4 or 5 states objecting, this could last well into January 7th, which means that the date that we need to watch, because this is going to end up with Joe Biden being declared president. That's just kind of cooked in. But that means that on January 8th, we are, once that declaration is made, then we are at maximum danger, because now we're 12 days from the end of the Trump presidency. And if he can somehow hang on to power by starting a war or by provoking a war, it wouldn't surprise me at all if he did it.
No.
And that concerns me tremendously, Gregory. And we've had conversations on this show before about these kind of classified rules or laws for everything from presidential secession to how the government runs in the event of a real serious emergency. This democracy is being stress tested right now in ways that we haven't seen since the Civil War. And, the big question is, do we endure? Do we endure? And if we do endure, for another year, can we put it back together so that you can't get another demagogue in here trying to take it apart? Gregory, thank you. Great question.